Welcome to Moments with the Monsignor. As you saw from our little opening segment there, this is confirmation season. Particularly here in the Diocese of Trudeau right now, it is confirmation season because so much of what was going to be happening in the spring is being delayed till now because of the pandemic. The coronavirus kind of put everything on stop. Because it's confirmation season, I thought I'd just say a little bit about a couple of things today. And number one, we began with the 7 gifts of the Holy Spirit. Very often we say, well, wait a minute, wisdom, understanding, fear of the Lord, aren't those ordinary things that people do all the time? And yes, they are. Why? Because God created all of us in His own image and likeness. And so we begin to express, even without knowing it, the gifts of the Holy Spirit. But when a young person or an adult in the RCIA makes that profession of faith in the sacrament of confirmation, they are asking the Holy Spirit to burst those gifts wide open so that we understand that they are truly gifts of God, gifts of the Holy Spirit that change our lives, that give us direction. For instance, wisdom. We might say, oh, what do I want to do with my life? The gift of the Holy Spirit guides us to where God will tell us we will be the happiest and the most successful. We may never be rich, but we'll be happy. And you can't beat that if you ask me. Now, the gifts of the Holy Spirit are put within us also so that we can be of assistance to others. Every one of the gifts of the Holy Spirit is given to the benefit of the larger community around us. For instance, if we take the gift of counsel, the ability to think of and give good advice. How often has someone said, you know, if you had followed the advice of Mom, you wouldn't have done that. If you had followed the advice of the policeman, you probably wouldn't have been speeding that day. Counsel, it's ordinary, it's human, it's what we do. Well, I feel very privileged this year. I will be administering the sacrament of confirmation to the young men and women, most of whom are students over at Queen of Apostles School. And as I celebrate that, I have the rare privilege of also sponsoring one of the young men who will be making his confirmation. And the little booklet you saw here, and this little Holy Spirit, I guess you call it a cross because the Holy Spirit looks like a cross on there, but it has all of the gifts of the Holy Spirit around it, so that every time that young man looks at this and he says, wisdom, understanding, counsel, fortitude, knowledge, piety, fear of the Lord, he'll be reminded of that happy day when he looked to the Holy Spirit and said, God, pour out your Spirit upon me that I might renew the face of the earth. That's the goal of confirmation. Yeah, I hope if you have someone in your family who is being confirmed this year, you'll help them to awaken those gifts of the Holy Spirit so that they too might say, pour out your Spirit upon me that I might renew the face of the earth. Thanks for watching Moments with the Monsignor today.